Guys, I'm lost. I forgot which number was my red lipstick. Maybe I need to have less stuff. What do you think? That's a real disaster. I need to change something in my life. That's for sure too much. Plus, I don't use it. It's expiring. Almost everything I need to throw away in a couple of months. That's terrible. Hello, my beautiful people. Today I have decided to touch a very sensitive topic. Look, first of all, does it look familiar? Does it ring a bell? I will tell you later what does all this mean. First of all, I have to confess that I'm feeling really desperate. Recently I've been spending too much money on makeup, on beauty products, and I don't understand. I have to change something because it's not healthy, it's not normal. But first of all, let's start with the very beginning. What do I mean when I'm talking about to change something? I'm talking about more sustainability, about a sincere desire to help our planet and to help, first of all, ourselves. Did you hear about the concept project pen? Most of you have already heard this word in social media among many bloggers. When I've heard this term for the first time, I was thinking, oh my gosh, another stupidity, another silly thing got viral. But gradually, you know, the more I was thinking about it, the more revealing and engaging and eye-opening it was getting to me. This kind of online phenomenon was starting to change my mindset. So I will explain everything little by little, but I promise you that this issue is manageable. You have just, first of all, you have to admit, to confess it to yourself that you have a problem, and I do have a problem. I was a very impulsive shopaholic, you know, buying a lot of things I didn't need really, you know. And now when I am looking, like, you know, back, I realize how much money I've spent and how much time, you know, I've lost instead of spending this time using it like wisely, you know, enjoying this time with my loved ones, doing something beneficial for the society. Just look, guys, I want to confess. I want to confess my things to you. Look, that's not normal. That's not normal. I have too many lipsticks. I have just way too many shades. And I need to do something with all that stuff because it's expiring. It's just, you know, getting to the point I have to throw away a lot of my beauty products. And what do you think? I will show you right now what I'm talking about. Look, for instance, this MAC palette I have. It's from 2017, but I just feel bad throwing it away because it's really expensive. And look, it's almost full, and I didn't hit the bottom. Only here I feel some, you know, kind of medium finished palette. And over here, oh my gosh, that's crazy. How many lipsticks I have? Look, I think I was counting, it was around 28, and just half of them are red. So when I was searching for the red lipstick, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to find a suitable shade, but all of them look the same. Did it happen to you when you bought something and then out of the blue you understand that you come back home and you just see that you bought almost the same shade you already have, and it's so frustrating. I have too many dupes and you know, things which are almost the same. Oh my gosh, that's crazy, that's crazy, that's crazy. It's not normal. So basically, guys, what is project pen? Well, in my understanding, project pen is just using your beauty routine till the products run out without buying anything else. So it's also a method, an ability to enjoy whatever you have without, resorting to buying things just to make you happy for a second. It's the way to help our planet to be more sustainable, to use less plastic, and to be more mindful in general. I should confess, I have so much stuff to use, and I don't know how many months or years I still need to go to use all these products. That's really crazy. Although I do have some just small amount of my lipsticks that are almost, over, you see. I'm already done with that, but mostly it's 1 or 2 or 3 products, the majority. I need to confess, they are far away from being over. Here, this MAC concealer, I was actually hitting the bottom with that, and oh my gosh, I can't open it. It's almost over, but still, I think I can do better, So I was kind of promising myself this year that I need to try harder. I have to be more mindful without, just going physically to the shops, because once I go there, I'm just getting lost in time and space. I'm spending money for something I completely was not planning to buy. That's crazy. So for me, the best method not to go, not to spend money and not to buy these things is not to go, and also to make a list of the things which I really, really need. It's sad to admit, but that's true. I've been a shopaholic for a long time, doing compulsive shopping and spending money on clothes and books, on makeup, products, on everything which attracted my attention. But in a nutshell, it was the way to escape from myself. It was the way to combat the boredom, anxiety, stress, and simply chasing my imaginary self, where I was imagining myself, like beautiful, and for some reason I was in need of some red boots, which would go perfectly with my red skirt, and then when I buy those things, I come back home and I realize that I'm empty from inside. Nothing changed, I'm not happy, and at some moment I start needing something else. So it's like a snowball, never-ending game with your own imaginary images, especially when you are following somebody on social medias. You start creating the same imitations in your mind, and start searching online for the stuff you didn't really need. When I would come up with a cute image in Pinterest, let's say, I would think, gosh, I urgently need this dress, this boots, makeup. This is the only thing missing in my wardrobe for me to look gorgeous and stylish. And this is the ultimate piece to my puzzle of happiness. I would buy tons of garment, tons of makeup, and at the end of the day, I don't use them. They're just, collecting dust on the shelves. And then in the recent years, I've realized I'm using my makeup even less. I don't do any smoky eyes. I am just using mascara, some neutral lipstick, skin tone, and that's it. So this whole bunch of stuff, what's the point to have that? You can't buy happiness owning these things, because what I've realized, these things own you. They are making you the hostage of material world, the hostage of marketing strategy of the companies that are promoting new products every day, and we are watching and we are looking for the latest update, for the latest version of some mascara that will make you looking gorgeous and like out of this world. But frankly speaking, it's the same mascara. What's the point to have something else if you have something which has been, test-proofed throughout the years? So this is another life hack. I don't buy new, stuff which is coming up on the market only because they're saying it's good. I'd better stick to something which I already know. So that's the story I want to tell you. That's the story most of us have, and here the only important thing and the most actually essential thing is to be honest with yourself, to admit that you have this problem, that you want to change something in your life, and just to keep doing small steps every day. I would buy tons of garment and vintage, second-hand. I was thinking if it's second-hand, so it's not piling up in my house, but yet, the amounts of stuff in the wardrobe was increasing, and I was piling up the shelves inside the apartment, and makeup was not an exception. I was always a vivid fan of makeup products, beauty, routine stuff, and garments and gadgets. Throughout the years, I have bought dozens, if not hundreds, of creams, serums, lipsticks. By the way, right now I was counting, I have around 28 lipsticks, blushes, powders. The curious thing is that every time I was trying to choose something, I realized that it was because either I don't have it, or because I want to try something new, and then I was coming back home totally annoyed with myself, because 70% of times I would buy a lipstick which I might have or something similar. So it was like irritation with yourself, just a kind of feeling of guilt because you spent money anyway. So I went from buying top segment products like MAC, Bobbi Brown, to buying budget-friendly alternatives, because I thought, okay, it's not expensive, that's okay. I just like the color. I would have 95th lipstick, which is actually the same red tone which I already have. So why I saw the Project Pen as a salvation, as a last remedy to reinvent my consumption habits, my shopping, just to mend this kind of catastrophic situation I was finding myself in. Why I fiercely have sworn to myself to abruptly cut this reckless impulsive shopping? Well, first of all, to save money. This kind of behavior was really destructive to my finances, and apart from that, I was very, very determined to declutter the space where I'm living at, to be more sustainable and to help our planet, because every time we buy this kind of lipstick, let's say, we spend more plastic, more tint. Imagine just the expenses for logistics, for just making the packaging. That's really crazy if you think about the whole cycle. So what else? To tell the truth, I would like to be emotionally free from all this kind of hassle and dependence on a new lipstick or on a new dress, because I was craving for this internal peace I would find if I don't have to chase the latest innovation, the latest, kind of new thing on the market that actually takes you nowhere. You'll never have enough, believe me. The more you have, the more you will want, and in the long run, more stuff will pop up as a new necessary purchase, and apart from necessary, it would be urgent. So it's like even taking away your sleep, So guys, although I was inside this challenge for such a short period of time, which is a little bit over 5 months, I would like to share my progress with you and to show you the examples of my project pen. For instance, look, this is the lipstick. I'm almost hitting the bottom already, just a little bit left. not much to go, which is a nice, you know, motivation for me. Taking into account I have 28 lipsticks, a long way to go. Then this powder. Oh, hopefully I can open it. Again, you see I'm hitting the bottom, which is a nice sign again. MAC concealer and blemishes concealer. This is actually very nice and motivating picture image for me, because it's almost gone, especially the shades I was using a lot. And the last thing I would like to show you is this MAC eyeshadow palette, which I really adore, and some people would kill me because you're supposed to throw away the expired beauty products, and I do realize it's a great way to act, but just kill me now, I can't do this. It has a very high emotional, you know, association for me. I love this palette so much, and yes, it's more than 5 years old, but look, I will show you the shades. Oh my gosh, they're gorgeous, and I still need to use them a lot, but this one and this one, they're already, you know, almost gone. To tell the truth, as I've said before, in the last years I was not wearing makeup as much as I used to before, you know. Here in Europe the life is very hectic, and when you have children you don't have much time in the morning, so I'd better use and choose 10 more minutes of sleep than, you know, standing in front of the mirror, you know, with smoky eyes, routine and everything, which I really love, but well, come on guys, I don't want to throw it away. It works perfectly fine, still doing its job. And yeah, this Maybelline New York Sky High mascara is really nice, and it's almost gone, and I'm planning to buy a replacement, but only when it's totally over. This is a new strategy for me, because before I was buying a lot of backups still when the product was in the middle of use, and you know, just it was piling up and expiring. So this is the change I've introduced, to buy the replacement only when the product is totally over. So now I should say which lessons I have learned, you know, since I've started this Project Pen challenge. First of all, I realized I was on the right way to turn from the former over-consumer to intentional, sustainable consumer. I'm starting to control my life right now. Not I'm blindly just not buying the stuff. Come on, I would like to say that I'm not blindly buying the stuff anymore. Another, you know, 101st lipstick to my collection, but I'm trying to analyze, do I really need it? If I really don't have it, or if it's urgent, you know. Stuff takes forever to use up. This is another truth I've realized, because instead of 6 months I was hoping for in order to use this, to end up this, to hit the bottom of, let's say, this powder. Yes, it took me almost 2 years. Why to buy more stuff than I need? This is a question I'm keeping asking myself more and more. This is the better thing, just to buy the things which really are over, not to buy backups and doublers, not to throw money away. And guys, just don't throw away your money. Don't be so impulsive into, like, you know, buying the stuff. Try to be pleased with what you have. Try to be more conscious